Hi guys, welcome back. So let's have a quick chat about the 3rd and 4th place playoff between Wales and New Zealand. And it's a bit of a weird game. I don't really know what to make of it. I want to know your views, especially if you're a Welsh and New Zealand fan. Is it a superfluous game? I mean, would it be absolutely fine if you didn't play it at all and everyone went home? I suspect so, but I don't know. Can you make a real meaningful purpose out of this game? For Wales, it's maybe a little bit of a win-win in some ways. They've kind of run their course. I think they've had a decent World Cup. Some people are, complaining about their playing style, but I've been very impressed with their mentality, their physicality, especially because they've had lots of injuries. They're really depleted now. Guys still carrying knocks who are even playing in this game. So not a lot's expected from them, especially when they're up against New Zealand, who were the favourites for the whole thing. So, it's a bit of a win-win for me, for them. So they might as well have a real charge, no pressure. Gatland's last game. Obviously, a lot of guys coming into the team who haven't played much or at all in this World Cup. So, I think for Wales, yeah, I can see them making a case of just going for it and enjoying the game, so to speak. For New Zealand, is it a bit of a lose-lose where they're supposed to win, so if they win then nothing changes, but then if they lose they're like, wow, then that was a really bad World Cup for New Zealand, losing against England then losing against Wales, say. I don't know. You have got Kieran Reid's last game for the All Blacks and Hansen's last game as well, so that's a bit of a motivator for them, I guess. Maybe not so much for the coaches as such, or players being motivated to play for the coaches, but for Kieran Reid, yeah, very possibly. So yeah, I don't know, Wales can only really improve their standing in this World Cup, and New Zealand I can only really see, going down, to be honest. But anyway, let's have a little look at these teams. So Wales, a little bit of everything, ringing some changes. It's the same with both teams. Some changes being rung, some sticking with their best players. So Hallam Amos comes in at 15, haven't seen a lot of him. But great on the wing, we get to see a start for Lane. A guy in my preview videos I said I really wanted to see on the plane for Wales because I thought they needed a few more game breakers. We'll never know if he would have made a difference, but he's a guy with a massive future anyway, so great for him. Jonathan Davis 13, Watkin comes in at 12. He's had a very quiet World Cup, so he might be wanting to prove a point. Adams has had a good World Cup, so he's retained. I think North is injured anyway. Then a big change at half-backs. We've got Williams, Thomas Williams and Patchell coming in. So maybe your quicker half-back pairing, your bit more exciting half-back pairing. Not that Gareth Davis isn't, but just together those two are really exciting. So they might as well have a go. I absolutely do expect Wales to expand a bit more, to throw a bit more caution to the wind, because it's they've got nothing to lose. Plus those two players are a bit more expansive anyway. Okay, then you've got a similar-ish sort of front row, but we've got Smith and Lewis in. Owens retains. Beard gets a run with Alan Wynne-Jones, and in the back row just one change. James Davis is back in, so great for him. Let's see if he can get around the park, make some turnovers, be an annoyance like he normally is. Okay, then on the bench we've got D, Carey, Wynne-Jones, Ball, Shingler, Gareth Davis and Bigger, the starting half-backs on the bench, and Parks again. That guy's absolutely soldiered through the whole tournament, probably having his hand still slightly broken. For New Zealand, interestingly, they retain their Mwanga, Bowden Barrett, not half-back pairing, playmaker, 10-15 pairing, so they're not throwing the baby out with the bathwater, they're giving that another go. Ben Smith comes in and Ioane, two guys who a few years ago you'd have said are dead certs to start this game. They'll have points to prove, as will Crotty, who must have been desperately unlucky not to make a lot of those big games. Sonny Bill's been solid, he's slowed down a little bit I think, but he's still got a lot to offer. Aaron Smith starts, which is interesting. They don't start Perinara. I don't know if he's got an injury or whatever, but Webber comes in on the bench. I think he might do. Moody Coles comes in at hooker, so that's a slight change there. Retallick and Scott Barrett this time is the pairing. Frizzell comes into the back row, so we'll see him in a big game, if you can call this a big game I guess. And of course Reid captains the side. Coleman we'll see on the bench, the hooker, that's good to see. Todd, Webber, Leonard Brown, Geordie Barrett, Tui Pelotu. So yeah, it's a mix for both. Like I said, what do you reckon? Who's got anything to gain from this game? I would say Wales have got something possibly to gain slightly, New Zealand almost nothing, but I guess it depends on the manner of the victory, whoever wins it. Anyway, odd one. Let me know what you guys think, and until next time, I'll see you then.